Good morning, Diddy disciples, and welcome to our VE Day celebration special story. We're going to begin this morning like we do every morning by saying together our welcome song. You're going to sing it with me. So first of all, I say a line and then you say a line. I am here, you are there. I am here, you are there. God connects us everywhere. God connects us everywhere. Let us come together, sing and clap. Let us come together, sing and clap. Share the love of God today. Share the love of God today. Should we put that all together? I am here, you are there. God connects us everywhere. Let us come together, sing and clap. Share the love of God today. This morning we are doing it a little bit differently. You'll see more than one familiar face at a time. I hope you enjoy our time together as we celebrate VE Day.
Today is a day that we remember, and we know a song about remembering. It goes like this. Today we remember. You try. Today we remember all the good things that God gives. All the good things that God gives. So that nothing is forgotten. So that nothing is forgotten. And our precious memories live. And our precious memories live. We put it all together. Today we remember all the good things that God gives, so that nothing is forgotten and our special memories live. So today is a celebration day. Today is VE Day, and VE means victory in Europe. And what does victory in Europe Day mean? Well, this morning we're going to learn all about why we remember and celebrate VE Day. And as we do this, we're going to sing some old songs that people used to sing at the time. And if you'd like to join in the actions, that would be brilliant.
So today we're having a teddy bear's tea party. Have you got your teddy? I've got my teddy. Have you got your cup of tea and maybe a cake or a biscuit? I've got my cup of tea. Are you ready to remember? Are you ready to celebrate VE Day today? Let's hear our story of VE Day. Just over 80 years ago, the Second World War began. It was a huge war that involved most nations of the world. Lots of men and boys left their home and their countries to fight in the war. Charlotte is going to play for us. I'm going to play it through my phone. A song from this time. And it's called Pack Up Your Troubles in Your Old Kit Bag. And when we do it, we're going to pretend that we've got a bag and hook it over our shoulder. And we're going to march. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. And then we'll march on the spot. And then every time they say smile, we'll smile. And when they do pack up your troubles, we'll walk with our bags again. If you're unsure, follow me.
although people did their best to smile and get on with it, it was incredibly sad, and lots of people died. People didn't know when or if they would see their homes or meet their loved ones again. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away.
People at home played their part in the war also. Women went out to work on farms and in the factories. Now, women hadn't done this type of thing because before the war they were expected to stay at home. But there they were, working hard for their country. And even though it was rationed, at 4 o'clock every day in the factories, work stopped. They found time for a cup of tea. And we're going to sing a song now about a cup of tea. So if you've got your drink or your cup of tea, every time we hear the words a little cup of tea, we're going to have a little sip of our tea. And I'm going to play this song now. We recorded this earlier with Charlotte. Are you ready? It's a very good English custom, though the weather be cold or hot. When you need a little pickup, you'll find a little teacup will always hit the spot. Oh, the factories may be roaring with a boom-a-lacka-zoom-a-lacka-zee, but there isn't any roar when the clock strikes 4. Everything stops for tea. Enjoy your tea.
On the 8th of May 1945 at 3 p.m, Winston Churchill, the UK Prime Minister at the time, announced to the nation, the war in Europe is over. This meant an end to nearly 6 years of war that had cost the lives of millions of people and had destroyed families and homes and cities. Millions rejoiced, hooray, at the news that Germany had surrendered, relieved that the intense strain of war was finally over. And in towns and cities across the world, people marked the victory with street parties and dancing and singing.
Charlotte's now going to play for us another song that they sang during the war. This one's called I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, Pretty Bubbles in the Air. If you've got some bubbles at home, you might like to blow them with me, but if not, I'm going to blow the bubbles as Charlotte's playing. Maybe you can imagine them coming through the screen and you bursting those bubbles. Are you ready?
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They rise so high, nearly reach the sky, and like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always lying, diamonds everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. People dance for joy in the streets. The joy of the day saw people speak to and hug people they'd never met before. Music was played loudly on gramophones and accordions and barrel organs, and everyone sang and danced to the popular tunes of the day. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Make me happy when skies are grey. I'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Many people attended church services to thank God for the victory. And throughout the country, churches rang their bells to signal the end of the fighting. Do you remember the song that Catherine taught us right at the beginning of this meeting? We're going to sing that song now. Join along with the words or the actions as you remember them. Today we remember all the good things that God gives, so that nothing is forgotten and our special memories live. Let's do that again. Today we remember all the good things that God gives, so that nothing is forgotten and our special memories live. After years of wartime restrictions and dangers, including food being rationed and clothes, nightly blackouts and bombing raids, people were understandably eager to celebrate and enjoy themselves. And it was a celebration. But for many, the celebrations were tinged with sadness, especially for those who had lost loved ones. This, for them, was a time to reflect. Before they celebrated, they went to churches and cathedrals to spend time in prayer. In their prayers, they remembered the relatives who had been killed in the war. Let us sing our song. Today we remember all the good things that God gives, so that nothing is forgotten and our special memories live. Unfortunately, we live in a world where conflict and war still exists. So as we think about the 75th anniversary of VE Day, as we celebrate the end of that war, we should also stop and think about how we can remember people who fought to bring us peace. Let us sing softly and prayerfully our song. Today we remember all the good things that God gives, so that nothing is forgotten and our special memories live. And let's just hold that time of quiet as we say together a prayer. Dear God, thank you for all those who fought to bring peace during the Second World War. Thank you that peace eventually came. Please be with all those who are living in areas of the world that are affected by war today. Please help us to do our bit in creating peace wherever we are, and to celebrate that peace when we know it. Amen. I'm going to sing the Lord's Prayer. I sing a line, you sing a line. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, amen, amen.
when we remember and celebrate VE Day, we must remember that we too need to be a people of peace. We have a peace song, don't we? Where we can share peace with our hands, with our words, and with our hearts. Shall we sing it together now? I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. Watch what I can do. I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. I'm gonna wave to you. I've got words, words, words in my head. Watch what I can do. I've got words, words, words in my head. I'm going to say peace to you. Peace. I've got love, love, love in my heart. Watch what I can do. I've got love, love, love in my heart. I'm going to give some to you. We put it all together. I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. Words, words, words in my head. Love, love, love in my heart. I'm going to give some to you.
Thank you for joining our Teddy Bears Tea Party to remember and celebrate VE Day. We hope you and Teddy have enjoyed our time together. We will be back again next Friday for Diddy Disciples at Home. Until then, have a good week. Bye. Bye.
Bye.